Lornah Kiplagat is a 4-time world champion and now has her eyes set on this year's Olympics in London after qualifying for the London Olympics Marathon at the Amsterdam Marathon.
This one is for.
Lornah is especially renowned for winning almost every major road race in the world and holds many course records. She also won the World Championships cross-country in Mombasa in 2007 and competed in the 2003 World Championships track and the 2004 and 2008 Olympics.
I hope I can retire with an Olympic medal. That would be my biggest dream. That's my hope. I train so hard now and try to concentrate. I hope to do the marathon where it all started. And I'm really looking forward to that.
It's however not been an easy road for Kiplagat, who grew up in a small village in Kipkabus, Iten, about 2 hours from Eldoret. Lornah remembers challenges she faced at the time she started intense training in efforts to qualify for the Kenya World Cross Country team. She says at the time female athletes lacked solid support systems to nurture their talent.
It was very difficult to find a place, especially for women to stay. Like, you know, in those days, in those years, it was still easy for men because they could go to the army tents and there was no problem and they would be accommodated. But there was not really a structured place for the girls. And I thought it was so unfair.
Lack of a place that women could train away from home and other distractions motivated Lornah to set up a training center that could house female athletes. She decided to use the money she earned in athletics to set up a camp for young female runners, and this is how the High Altitude Training Center in Iten came to be in 1999. Lornah's camp has helped produce great Kenyan women runners.
There were so many girls who were being recruited by agents young when they were still in school. And then many athletes never understood actually that education was as important as running. So whenever the agents recruited the juniors, they dropped from school and then they went staying in the camps which were there, and then they were overtrained, and at the end of 2-3 years they had no career because of training too much. They had no education and they had no running.
With time, the High Altitude Training Center attracted top international and local athletes, both male and female, who say the climate in Iten is favorable for training all year round. Lornah spends part of her time here at the training center and in Holland with her husband Peter Langehorst. In between, she traverses the globe to compete in races.
He's my husband, he's my travel agency, you know, he's doing my manager. So without a support system like that, it's quite impossible as a top athlete to stay top for those many years. As my mentor, as my advisor for even investments. So it could have never been better.
Lornah says one of the major stumbling blocks facing talented Kenyan female junior runners is lack of continuity. Many of them fizzle out after exemplary performances locally and internationally due to lack of professional guidance, among other issues. So what has it taken for Lornah Kiplagat to keep at it for over a decade?
Be courageous in all that you're doing. Sometimes you do things wrong, sometimes you do things right. Pick the good points in life and carry on your life with that, and never be discouraged, never be, don't be shy, because many of the girls are being overshadowed by being shy. And I would say, like, don't be shy, do what you think you can do and do it to your best.
So what next after the Olympics for Lornah?
After Olympics, we have the plans already to start a Lornah Kiplagat Sports Academy. This will be an academy of only girls, and it will be a bridge between after high school and before university, and will be motivating all types of sports.
Behind every athlete is a loving mother, and through the tough times, Lornah says her mother has been a pillar and a great inspiration to her.
I did a competition and I didn't feel well during the competition. And then she told me, at any time you are competing, you have to remember that your life is number one. The rest comes later. She has also learned me to focus on my vision, that there will be so many obstacles on the way, but I have to, throw them aside and focus on the goal. More or less like, I have to aim at the sun, and if I fall on the moon. And these motivations have really pushed me in my career, in my running, in day-to-day business that I do.
And on a lighter note, she says her grandmother, or Gogo in her local dialect Kalenjin, keeps her on a strict diet.
The first thing she would ask me is like, you stay away from chips, you have to stay away from chapatis. And then she would give me millet. She grows special millet for me, and then special maize. Also, it's like brownish maize. You don't see it. It's not the normal white and yellow maize we have, and you can hardly find that.